everyone, I am the Dragon Skull, and welcome back to Coffee Talk. Where we left off, we've met Rachel's father last time, and he was talking with Georgie about how he feels about his daughter being in the music industry and how he worries about her, like any dad would. And makes me feel bad for him because, well, I can sort of relate to him in some way. Hopefully things will work out between him and Rachel, and hopefully Rachel will be okay in the music industry. Anyway, we're on day 7 now, so let's take a look at today's newspaper. Military personnel stationed along the East Coast to prevent immigrants flooding in from the Atlantic. Werewolf representatives push the ministry for more accessible sedative. Doctor from Salaktan arrested for experimenting with child cloning. Oh jeez. Like they were cloning a child? Ugh, that doesn't sound good. Anyway, day 7, and Freya's already here. Are you sure that would be okay?
Yes. I mean, it would be really hard to pull off, but it's something that'll make the story different.
Different isn't always good. It's a neat concept, but you need to handle it carefully and gracefully.
I know.
Welcome to Dragon Skull's Coffee. How may I help you? Hey, Gala. Good to see you.
Hey, Gala.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome, Mr. Gala. Am I interrupting? It looked like you were having an intense discussion.
It's nothing. Dragon Skull was just giving me feedback. It's for the book I'm writing.
Sounds like a heavy discussion.
What are you up to tonight?
I'm just planning to sit and relax. Please don't let my presence interrupt you.
Oh, don't worry about it.
Although, I need to interrupt Dragon Skull for a moment. Sure, how can I help you? Can I have a cup of... You remember my remedy? You remember my remedy? Of course. Do you want to give it a try again? My last order might have been the right drink. But let's give it a try again. Just to be sure. Okay. Remember, it has tea and ginger. Yep, I remember. Tea, milk, and ginger. Where's the ginger? Here it is. And presto, 1 cup of Galahad. Judging from the smell, this looks like it. That sentence doesn't make sense to me. Indeed. I have the same feeling. I've made a note of that mixture. Perfect.
Anyway, please don't mind me and continue with your discussion.
Don't worry, Mr. Gala. Don't worry, Mr. Gala. We're done for the night.
You're done. I have a lot of new homework thanks to you.
You're welcome.
Is Hyde coming?
No, I'm by myself tonight.
It's gonna be a peaceful night then.
Because of how Hyde was with Lua in the previous episode. Yeah, that didn't go so well. That's mean, Freya.
Oh, come on. I was just joking. He needs to learn how to communicate his thoughts nicely, though.
He might not look it, but he's a very kind person, you know.
He doesn't show it, that's for sure.
Well, he's a vampire. Vampires can't really show, positivity. I mean, from all the vampire movies I've seen, and shows I've seen, then I don't think they can. That applies to you as well.
Oh, come on.
Hey, Baileys! It's been a long time since we've seen you. Good to finally see you again. It's been 7 days exactly. Alright, I think for him I did a higher pitched male voice. Good evening everyone. Welcome Mr. Baileys.
Heya.
How you doing, Freya?
Not good.
What's going on?
Dragon Skull is just criticizing my story.
It's called feedback.
It's cruel.
It's necessary. Sounds interesting. What's the problem with the story?
The story is non-linear and quite complicated. Imagine a choose-your-own-adventure storybook.
Oh, I love those. I love choose-your-own-adventure stories. That's why I love The Walking Dead so much, and Telltale games in general. It's kind of sad that there aren't any more Telltale games being made. The last one I ever played was The Walking Dead as the final season. I do wish they made more in the future. Like maybe a season 3 of the Batman Telltale series. I really enjoyed the Batman games. Or maybe another season of Minecraft Story Mode, because I really like those as well.
But for adults.
Sounds pretty common so far.
Instead of telling you which page to turn to, each decision you make will give you a score.
What?
That score will determine which page you should go to.
That sounds more like a video game than a book. Yeah, it does. Freya is the head of Telltale Games. Seems confirmed. Or maybe in this world, she accidentally invents Telltale Games.
I know, it's not that original. But my target here is the mainstream audience.
Huh?
With the help of my publisher, this kind of book may go mainstream. Just like that choose-your-own-adventure show on Netstream.
Netstream instead of Netflix. Probably because, well, they can't use actual, like, the actual thing. I find that ridiculous sometimes. I remember in one episode of Family Guy, Quagmire even, made fun of the concept as well. Where the Family Guy had their own version of McDonald's, but I think it was called, I don't know what it was called exactly, and they changed, the names of all the food. They even changed French fries to, French Friends or whatever. I don't remember what it's called, but it wasn't French fries. And Crab was like, "Oh, come on! Oh, nobody owns French fries." But anyway, back to this.
It was nothing new, but because of the marketing and the names involved, it reached the mainstream market.
That sounds interesting and highly ambitious, Freya.
At least it's similar than my other idea,
which is
making the novel not in the form of a book, but in the form of story cards.
What? I know, right? As if he has all the time in the world. And that's before even considering the sensitive issue of setting the story in a world where only humans exist. What did you say?
No, there's a reason why it has to be that way. Just wait until I finished it, okay?
Alright.
As Dragon Skull said though, I won't have the time. Getting a normal pitch approved is already a steep climb. Let's not make the mountain even higher.
Fair enough. What's the story all about, by the way?
Hey, you'll have to wait for it. I don't want to spoil the fun.
If you say so. Anyway, I haven't ordered anything. What do you want to drink tonight? Ginger latte, if you know how to make it. I sure do. Right, ginger latte, coffee, ginger, and milk. Okay, coffee, ginger, milk. Hopefully I got that right. Ginger latte. There we go. At least he's not asking me to do latte art again and then make fun of it. Here you go. And thanks. Damn, this is good. With this kind of drink-making skill, I wonder why your place isn't any bigger. What we have here now is more than enough for me. Oh, Tomodachi's been updated. Ah, both Gala and Bailey's has been fully, opened. I like that picture of Gala with all the cats. Considering he's a werewolf, that's pretty cute. Okay, 13th of September is his birthday. Veteran and now working in hospital. Okay, favorite things. Food, anything warm and made with ginger. Music, Metal Maiden. And books, Full Metal Jarhead. What I'm doing with my life, trying to heal myself by helping others heal. Aw, that's some pretty good motivation there. And what about Bailey's? Let's have a look at him. Okay, birthday 10th of August, freelance designer, #1 pumpkin spice fan. Yeah, we've read that one already. Okay, self-summary. Freelance designer, museum and art gallery frequenter, art school graduate, will draw and design for food and shelter. So he does charity work. Good for him, that's a good line of work. Favorite things. Punk, been listening to Pumpkin Spice since I was a wee lad. A wee lad? Is he Irish? Wait, is he Irish and I've been giving him a regular voice this whole time? Ah, if I'd known he was Irish, I would have given him an Irish accent. Well, I don't know for certain if he's Irish. I mean, is there such a thing as an Irish elf? Don't know. What I'm doing with my life. Escaping bloodlines, experiencing life one colour at a time. One day I will have my own solo exhibition. It doesn't say anything about him being Irish, so I think I'll just keep using the voice I been using for him now. I think it's far too late for me to change his voice now, so... Okay, ginger latte's here. Alright, back to them. What we have here... Yeah, I already said that. Whatever floats your boat, I guess.
By the way, how are you doing, Bailey's? Still busy with your last client?
Oh, I'm done with her.
Done? As in you're dropping the project?
Hey, I'm not crazy. I still need the money. Okay, done as in I finished the job. I spent the past few days making sure it's even done and before the deadline.
Did she like it?
Oh, she loved it. She had some complaints, of course, but I convinced her by using some design terms she doesn't understand.
So you finish your job by bullshitting her?
In a nutshell, probably, yeah. The finest bullshit, my lady. I really like Bailey's. I like everyone in this game. I don't think I've encountered a single character I don't like yet. That's one survival skill every freelancer must have.
Are you working on anything right now?
No. I'm taking a break from work. I need to work on a few personal matters, like your relationship with Lua.
Oh. Like you and Lua?
Something like that.
By the way, I'm curious. How did you guys meet?
Oh, this should be interesting. How they met. This will be a good story.
If you don't mind me asking.
I don't mind. It's just that I was young and stupid, you know.
Oh, come on. And who hasn't been there?
Exactly. I was young and stupid as well. I'm pretty sure everybody's been young and stupid one time. Though me, I was probably the stupidest of everyone else. I did some really stupid and embarrassing things when I was younger. Things I wish I could just go back in time and change. But nothing I can do about it. Well, I should focus more on the future than the past. You're right. So, I was a bit of a player back in college.
Ooh, spicy.
You getting interested, Freya? Well, too bad, he's already taken. And I was going after my then best friend's girlfriend's friend.
Wait, what?
Okay, I'll say it slowly. I used to have a best friend. He was an incubus.
Okay.
Let's call him Cognac, so not using any real names. And also, isn't an incubus like the opposite of a succubus? Because, well, succubi are demon-like creatures that, well, feed off of lust. While I think an incubus, does the opposite? I don't know. I don't know much about incubi. I'll have to look him up afterwards when this is over. I also like how Gala's just staring at his phone this whole time, not paying attention to anything they're saying. Though I do have a feeling he's going to get involved in their conversation. I just realised, Hyde has been giving Lua relationship advice. What if Gala gives Bailey's relationship advice as well? And they all don't know that they all know each other. That'd be an interesting twist. I imagine that this game's gonna end with all of the customers being together in the shop and like thanking me for being there and serving them drinks. That'd be nice. Cognac has a girlfriend.
Still following.
And that girl has a friend. The friend is the one I'm after.
Ooh, okay. Got it.
She was one of the hottest girls there, but everyone knew she wasn't the type of girl you'd want to date.
Why?
I don't want to get into details, but this succubus was super hot. All the guys wanted to sleep with her. Damn. Well, again, that's what succubi do. They have all men lust over them, then they feed off of their lust. She was a player too.
Huh? That doesn't sound like Lua at all.
Because it wasn't Lua, genius.
Huh?
Lua was my friend's girl. Ah, so the succubus he was after wasn't Lua, it was another succubus.
Holy moly. This is getting spicier.
The other girl's name was... let's just call her Rose.
Continue.
I knew Lua thanks to her relationship with Cognac.
That's a fake name you made up, right?
Yes. He looks annoyed. Now will you let me continue without interruptions?
Okay.
I'm like that too whenever people interrupt me. Because people do that all the time. They always interrupt me whenever I try to say something, and that pisses me off. So, I asked Lua a lot of things about Rose. She knew that what I was after. It annoyed her so much, but I kept on bothering her. I mean, I was a pretty active guy back then. Well, you did say you were a player. So Lua came over to visit us at one point. I lived with Cognac back in college. I'd been out and I got back just as Lua arrived. A total coincidence. We went into our place together and witnessed something surprising.
What?
Cognac was sleeping with Rose.
Holy mother of moly!
I saw the look on Lua's face. The disbelief, anger, sadness. And without even thinking about it, I punched Cognac in the face. Damn! Nice going, Baileys. I would have done the same thing.
You what?
I got into a fight with him. Oh, I haven't told you. Cognac was a Brazilian and jiu-jitsu tutor for kids. Ooh, he was a martial artist. He's pretty good.
Oh my.
Yeah, I landed that one punch, and he beat me to a pulp. Easily. Lua begged me to stop fighting on her behalf.
Heh, more like she begged Cognac.
Hey, I wasn't kidding. I lost, but I didn't give up so easily. I was beaten pretty bad. So Lua took care of my injuries. We grew closer after that. And I don't even remember the exact date. But suddenly, that friendship turned into a relationship. Good for you, Baileys. I'm really proud of him. this definitely feels like a real story. I feel like I've been through something similar to him during my college days. I mean, I did get into a fight with someone, but it wasn't over, well, it was over a girl actually, was I thinking. But it wasn't the girl that triggered me to get into a fight with someone. It was something else entirely. I don't want to go into detail about it though, because I want to save my life story for a future Draw My Life video. I am still only 23 years old, so I haven't really lived a proper life yet. So it's hard for me to do just that. I think I'm gonna wait a couple more years until I finally decide to do a Draw My Life video. Like maybe when I turn 25. Who knows? Anyway.
That was one hell of a story.
I agree. That was a good story actually. I really liked that story. I know. Have you seen her, by any chance?
Yeah. Lua came by a few days ago.
How is she doing? She hasn't returned any of my calls or texts. Aww.
Well, she's healthy, that's for sure. She got into an argument, though.
With whom?
There was this male model.
A model? I didn't think she was the type of girl to go out with a model.
Oh, they went together.
What were they arguing about?
Well, we were talking about your relationship. Lua told us about the reason behind the fight, about your family stuff. And then this guy, Hyde, joined the discussion.
Ah, now Gala's getting involved in the conversation because Hyde was involved with Lua. What did he say?
He didn't understand why Lua would insist on getting family approval. Considering, you know...
What?
You're willing to leave your family? You would do that for her.
Yes, I would. I'm sick and tired of my family.
Why would you say that?
Let me tell you about my family. Or, I should say, most elven families. They all think they're so high and mighty. If you're born an elf, there are certain unwritten rules you must follow. Reputation and appearance are all. We must never ever make our family look bad. You can only befriend certain people. You must dress a certain way. You can only have certain jobs. Jobs that are deemed worthy and successful. Like being a doctor, a lawyer, a CEO. You know. Ever since I was a kid, I've always wanted to be an artist. I love drawing and creating art. Ah, good for you, Baileys. However, becoming an artist is not something elves would deem suitable. Unless you become the next Da Vinci. So when I switched from a business major to an art major, my parents went crazy, screamed like they were on fire. They told me that I'd never be rich or successful.
All that because you chose an art degree?
You want to know the worst part? They blamed Lua. Jesus. Bailey's parents sound like complete and utter a-holes. I really hate that. And I do know that people like that actually exist in real life. Like rich, high-class people who think themselves so high and mighty. And they're like, oh, we're so much better than these common peasants. I hate people like that. I'm glad there aren't that many people like that nowadays, but back then, back in the old days, there were a lot of them, and they always looked down on the poor like they were the dirt underneath their feet. That really pisses me off about human history. I'm really glad that we don't get many people like that. At least where I live, we don't. In fact, we don't have any rich people living here. Apart from this one guy I knew in school who owns a Lamborghini now. But, well, he's not a complete a-hole.
What do you mean?
They blamed her for my decision to pursue my passion for art. yelled about how her kind is ruining the country. Now that's just straight up racist. That's just racist. Accusing their religion and of worshipping the Dark Lord. That's both racist and religionist, if that's even a word. Accusing her of putting a spell on me and cursing the family.
Whoa. I mean, come on, this is the 21st century. Hey, that's so not cool. I don't want to sound judgmental, but your family is racist.
Thank you, Freya. That's exactly what I was trying to say. Tell me about it. Lua is the only person that can make me feel alive. She showed me how I can be free and pursue my dreams. I don't understand why Lua is so obsessed with the idea of reconciliation with my family. I just don't get it. I have no problem leaving my family, you know? I would happily leave them for the both of us. What about her? Oh, Gala finally speaks. What about her and her family? You may be happy to leave your family. However, it may not be the same for her.
Gala, do you have something to say? Perhaps you could give us a different perspective.
Sorry, I didn't mean to eavesdrop. I couldn't help overhearing your story. I assume that the person you're talking about is not an elf, correct?
Yes, she's a succubus.
I see. I'm a werewolf. For werewolves, the wolf pack is the most important thing. We'll put family before any other. We often have our own problems within the pack, but we won't abandon our family for anything. So werewolves act like an actual wolf pack family. That's interesting. So there aren't any lone werewolves in this world, I'm assuming. Well, there could be, but well, Gala isn't one of them. Perhaps that's also true for her and her family. Besides, if you leave your family for her, wouldn't that make your parents believe that all those bad stereotypes about succubi are true? I never thought about it that way before. Whether you like it or not, your actions will have impact on her as well. And if you leave your family for her, that will put her in a difficult spot. She might feel responsible for your actions. There's nothing to feel bad about. I'm leaving my messy family to create a better one with her. It's easy for you to say that now, but you don't know what the future holds. One day, circumstances might change. One day, one of you might regret your decisions. Bailey's is looking away. He doesn't want to hear this. But you should listen to Gala. He's telling the truth. Because Lua actually said the exact same thing to Hyde when she came here. One day, you might use the I left my family for you card. We love each other. I'll be with her whatever the circumstances may be. You know, love is like a flame. It might burn fiercely at first, but over time it will die down if you don't maintain it. Maintaining it won't be easy, it will be hard work. Because life is full of storms. And marriage, it will not survive on love alone. Damn, that is really deep. And he's actually right, Gala. I like Gala. I like how he can be very, very wise sometimes. If there's one thing I like in the character is wisdom. I don't know why, but I just like it.
Whoa, that's deep.
We'll have each other, and that's enough for us. Tell me, do you have health insurance? What? I'm an elf. Why would I need health insurance? You'll need some. For what for?
immortality is an elven privilege, but you'll lose it if your family disowns you. I've seen people go bankrupt because they fell ill or got seriously injured. Emptied their entire life savings for an $8 pill because in this country they charge $20,000 for it.
Jesus, 20,000? It's been 30 minutes now. Oh, I think we're almost through the day though.
And if you decide to have children, they won't have the same privileges you do. There's a high probability that they'll get bullied for being a half-breed. There are consequences. It shouldn't be taken lightly. Think about it.
He's right though. If he and Lua did have kids, they would be half elf and half succubi, and they could be bullied for it as well. I mean, I was bullied in school just because I was the only kid in my class who was autistic. And being autistic made me an easy target for bullies.
Anyway, I've got to go. I apologize for my intrusion.
No, thank you for your insights. I've got to go too.
Want to head out together?
Sure.
Thanks for the drink, Dragon Skull. And Freya.
Bye. That was nice. That was a nice talk between Gala and Bailey's. What? You made me lose 2 customers in a minute. Hey, that wasn't on me. They were leaving anyway. Are you going to write that in your book? It's a secret. If your book is based on this coffee shop, how could you present a story like theirs in a world where only humans and with only humans around? I'm not sure. Perhaps a hot drink will give you some inspiration. Sounds like a great idea. Oh, that's it? Okay. Green tea latte, both sweet and savoury with a hint of bitterness for the heart. Alright, another day down. Yet another interesting discussion between my customers. Before we had Hyde and Lua talk about the relationship, and now we had Bailey's and Gala. While Hyde was being harshly honest about their relationship, Gala was actually being wise about it, which I like. I respect that in Gala, that he shows wisdom. Because I do like characters who show wisdom in games, movies, and other media. Like, I really do like the wise mentor trait in anime and stuff. Which is why the wise mentor in Chaos Man I've written is pretty good. But anyway, guys, I'm going to be ending this episode right here. We're on day 7 now, and on day 8. We are blasting through these days very quickly. Don't know what we're going to be expecting in the next episode. Who knows? Maybe we'll see Hyde again, and maybe Neil might come back. Oh, Neil's the name of the astronaut, by the way. I looked up the astronaut after I recorded the last episode. It turns out his name is Neil, which I kind of feel bad for spoiling myself about now. I only looked him up out of because I was curious about what his race was, like his alien race. But it didn't say anything. It only said his name. So who knows what will happen next episode? We definitely know Freya's going to be there because she's always there. But anyway. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel for more videos. And I will see you all next time. Peace.